need a set of blocks. We're going to start with a fun little yoga flow. It's not going to be slow, so just move on through it. We'll use those blocks for that. You can also use ankle weights for the entire duration of the class, and we'll get into some moves where we're going to hold positions and we'll incorporate the weights. So if you have ankle weights, you can place them on your ankles, you can place them on your wrist. You can also, in addition to the ankle weights or in lieu of the ankle weights, you can also use a set of hand weights. I'm using just 1 pound dumbbells just for reference. You can also do everything with just your body weight, so don't be alarmed if you don't have any equipment with you. Again, the ankle weights can be put on at any time and throughout the entire duration of the class. All right, if you're tracking your workout, go ahead and set your devices. We're going to start in a child's pose. Again, we're going to do a quick flow here. Coming into a child's pose, sinking your hips towards your heels, knees are wide, forehead or chin on the floor or a block. Really spread your fingertips nice and wide, stretching past the crown of your head. Deep inhales, fill your belly, ribs, and lungs. Hold at the top. Strong exhale in and out through your mouth. One more time, just like that. Here, go ahead and come on up to a tabletop position, wrists under your knees. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Hand pick your belly down, lift your gaze, coming into cow. And then scoop and arch around your back. Coming in to cow, deep exhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, coming into cat. Hand pick your belly down, spiral your elbow creases in. Exhale, press the earth away. Coming into cat. From here, tuck your toes, bring your hands up, palm print forward, lift your hips up, coming to your first downward facing dog. Maybe pedal your heels. From here, we're going to flow from downward facing dog to upward facing dog. Come through tabletop if you would like. Go ahead and lower your heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. Come through, pressing up into upward facing dog. You can also come through tabletop and then release your toes, pressing back, downward facing dog. Let's do that 4 more times through, coming through upward facing dog or tabletop to upward facing dog or high cobra. Pressing the hips back. 3 more times. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more time through. Press the hips up. In downward facing dog, biceps frame your ears. We're going to hold it here. Pedal the heels. From here, I'm just going to switch over to the other side, so when I open up, I can see your beautiful faces. Pedaling the heels. Lift your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your hips, circle out your right ankle. Maybe circle your knee. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the right elbow. Hold it or release it down to the wrist and lift. Extend it back. Knee to nose. Hold it here or tap down. And lift, kick it back. Right knee to right elbow, hold it or release it down, lift, kick it back. From here, step it through, high lunge, rise up, arms up high overhead, holding and breathing. Inhale, lengthen. If you'd like, you can spiral your pinkies in. We're going to hands upper body forward as you draw the arms back for 4, and up. That's 2. Rise up. That's 3. Great. On the next one, we're going to hold the hinge forward, keep the arms back, draw the arms up high in front. From here, release your left hand down, right arm comes up. We're going to rotate the right arm back and forward, opening up to warrior two. Deep bend that front right knee, left leg is straight, tee out the arms. From here, reverse your warrior. Maintain that bend in the knee, come to extended side angle, right hand down or on the knee. Straighten that right leg. And then reverse. Reversing your triangle. From here, cartwheel your hands down, coming back to low lunge. Right arm opens up. And then draw that right arm back, left arm forward. Holding here and breathing. Draw that left arm up, right hand back, exalted warrior. From here, draw that right arm up high overhead, come to warrior one. So seal that left heel in towards the floor. Holding and breathing. Draw the arms back, hinge forward. And up. One more time. All right, reach up. Cartwheel the hands back. Bend your right foot. Extend your right leg back. You can also draw your knees out and keep your right leg lifted. Lower down for 3, 2, and 1. Come through. Full cobra. Press up, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. We're going to repeat that same thing with the left leg. This is our warm-up. Pedaling those heels. From here, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your left knee over your right hip. Maybe circle out your left ankle, circle out your left hip. From here, left knee to left elbow, hold it or lower to the wrist, and lift, kick it back. Left knee to nose, hold or tap, and lift, kick it back. Left knee to right elbow, hold or tap, and lift, kick it back. Draw your left knee to your nose, step it down, rising up into high crescent, shoulders stacked over your hips. Deep bend your front left knee, right heel is lifted. Hinge forward for 4, arms sweep back, and rise. That's 3, and rise. 2 more, and lift. All right, maybe it's actually 4.5. Hinge forward, draw the arms back. From here, draw your arms out high in front. We're going to pivot that back right foot, open up, warrior 2. Tee out the arms, deep bend in your front left knee. Right leg is straight. Go ahead and reverse your warrior. Right hand back, left arm higher overhead. Imagine you're trying to high five the wall behind you. Maintain that bend in the left knee, come to extended side angle. Left hand can come to the floor or block or to your left thigh. Right arm comes up high overhead. Straighten that front left leg. Find your triangle and reverse. Tuck the right hand back. Left arm comes up high. We're going to cartwheel down to that left knee, bend to the left knee, pivot your right toes. From here, right hand down to the floor or a block inside your left foot. Left arm sits up high. Extend that left arm back, right arm forward. Controlling that movement. Draw the arms up high overhead. Seal that right heel down to the floor, coming into warrior 1. We're going to hinge forward and up for 2. And rise. 1 more. All right, pivot those right toes, high crescent. Cartwheel your hands down to your left foot. Extend your left leg back. Keep it lifted. Lower it down or lower the knees. Elbows stay tucked in for 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Full cobra. Downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. All right, let's do a little stretch before we get into more fun. All right, find your high plank. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower down for 3. I want to keep those elbows tucked in. Don't go all the way. Hold it low. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, release it down. Oof. Keep the elbows tucked in close. Give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Keep your left hand under your left shoulder. Send your right arm. Right leg is relaxed. Lift your left leg up and over the outside of your right hip. Opening up your right shoulder and your left hip. To center. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Bring your right hand to your right shoulder. Give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Right arm is relaxed. Extend your left arm directly out from your left shoulder. Relax your left leg. Lift your right leg up and over towards the outer left hip. So your right hand stays boxed out. Come back to your belly. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Place that left hand on your left shoulder. Give me 1 mini cobra. Release down. Walk your hands towards your lowest rib cage. Press up. Full cobra. Hold it here. Look over your left shoulder. Bring your gaze center. Over your right shoulder. Gaze forward. Lift your gaze up. Tuck your toes. Come through tabletop or directly downward facing dog. Holding and breathing. All right. Go ahead and walk your hands towards your feet. Feet towards your hand. Roll up slowly. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Shake out anything that you may need to. If you would like, grab those weights. I'm just using 1 pound. Go heavier, go lighter. I don't know, you can go lighter. There's half weights. Or just do your body weight. We're going to find a warrior 2. Bend into that left knee. Right leg is straight back. You can come to that downward facing dog and lift that left leg high and kick it through. Coming through warrior 1. Deep bend that front left knee. Right leg is straight. Pressing to that outer knife edge of your right foot. Keep that left arm straight, palms face down. Reach the right hand to the left and pull the right arm back just like a bow and arrow. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. You got 7 more. Keep it going. 6 more. 5 more. Stay with it. Maybe sink your hips lower. That's it. 3 more if you're with me. Reach and pull. All right, give me 1 more. All right, from here, extend your arms out to a T. Pivot your left toes as you straighten that left leg. Bring your arms up high overhead. Big star. We're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming into goddess. And lift. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, and lift. Keep it going. This can be with or without those weights, with or without those ankle weights. Very nice. Cactus the arms, drawing the elbows to bend just at shoulder height. Still going. That's it. Deep bend, bending deeper into your knees. Hips sink down towards your knees. Chest is lifted. All right, on the next one, hold it low here. We're going to draw right elbow to right knee, back to center, left elbow, back to center, right side, and left side. All right, from here, give me that big star. Pivot those right toes, deep bend into that right knee, tee out your arms. We're in a warrior 2, opposite side, palms are facing down. So give me that deep bend, that front right leg. Your knife edge of your left foot's pressed in towards the floor. Draw your left arm to meet the right. Pull it back, bow and arrow. On the right side, draw it back. 8 on this side. Reach and pull. That's it. Keep it going. Reach and pull. 4 more. That lower body is completely still. Just rotate your torso. Rotating those shoulders. All right. Tee out the arms. Straighten that right leg. Pivot your right toes forward. Come back to that big star. Goddess and big star. Keep it going. Give me 2 more. We're going to hold it in that goddess pose. Knees and elbows stay bent. Left elbow to left knee. Rise up, right side. 2 more on each side. Stay with it. Keep the bend in the elbows just like a goalpost. One more on each side. All right. Rise to stand. Set those weights off to the side. We're going to trade those weights for a block. Block is optional. Bring that block its lowest setting, medium or high. We're going to have a seat. We're going to find our Malasana pose. Knees are wide, so you can hover if you'd like, or you can sit down on that block. We're going to stretch the arms. Reach your left hand down, right arm high overhead, and then switch hands to heart center. Right hand down, left arm up high. Opening the chest and shoulders, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw it in. One more on each side. All right, rise up. Set that block off to the side. We're going to grab those weights again. We're going to find a narrow chair. So your heels can be together. You can bring your feet hip width apart and parallel, or a wire stance, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to sink our hips back. So tuck your hips under. No booty sticking out. Reach arms up high overhead. We're going to draw the arms back and up. Keep the hips nice and low. Feet are flat on the floor. Rise up. Palms are facing in towards one another. Straight arm. Biceps towards your ears. And then arms come back just as we did in our high crescent. Except your entire body besides your arms are completely still. All right, on the next one, swing the arms back. Lift your heels. Lower the heels, arms reach up. Lift the heels, quads should be on fire. And lower. Lift the heels. And lower, one more. All right, hold the arms back. Lower the heels, I won't do that to you all. From here, hold the arms nice and high. We're gonna bend and extend. So maybe sink your hips lower. Keep those arms up super high. Try to avoid hitting yourself with those weights. Keep it going. A few more here. Stay with it. All right, rise up. Set the weights to the front of your area. Walk yourself to the back. All right, reach your arms up high overhead. Standing mountain. We're going to come down to that inchworm. So forward fold. Walk out, bring your hands towards the weights. You can also come to a tabletop. That's more comfortable. Grab the weight in the right hand. Reach it forward. Set it down. Left arm, reach it forward. Set it down. We're going to lower down, raise under your shoulders, lower down, tricep push-up, bring it up, bend in your knees, walk your hands back towards your feet, rise up, standing mountain, bring your hands to heart center, forward fold, walk your hands out, have a soft bend in those knees as you walk your hands out, hands towards the weights. This time left hand grabs the weight, reach it forward, bring it back, right side. Bring it back, hands under your shoulders, lower down, tricep push-up, press up. You can always come down to your knees if you'd like. Have a soft bend in your knees, walk your hands to your feet. Two more. Standing mountain, hands to heart center, forward fold. Walk it out to those weights. Grab the weight with your right hand this time. Forward raise, set it down, left hand. Raise and lower. Tricep push-up, press up, bend the knees, walk your hands to your feet, roll up. Last one here, we're going to start with that left hand, forward fold, hands to heart center, bend to the knees, walk your hands out to those weights. Weights in your left hand, reach it forward, right side, reach it forward, tricep push-up. Good thing we're only doing a couple of these. Bend to the knees, come up to standing. All right, let's see. Grab those weights in your hands. We're going to come to standing. Bring your feet hip width apart and parallel. Weights to your collarbone. Draw your right knee up, standing single leg mount. So we're going to keep that right knee high. Always an option too to place a block on your left foot if you want to add more of a challenge. From here, we're going to open that right knee, arms come up overhead, close, draw the arms in, open, lift, draw it in. So you're opening up that right hip with an overhead press. Keep your right toes flexed. Maintain a micro bend and that staying left knee. Avoid locking out that left knee. That's it. Your right knee is at hip height. Maybe higher. Challenge your balance here. Open and close. One more. All right, from here, release that right foot down. Shake it out. Now we have the left side. This time, palms are facing out, so your elbows are still staying tucked into your side. Draw your left knee up. Left toe is flexed overhead. Wide arm press. Open that left and close. Press it up and close. I'm always a little bit more wobbly on this side. Maybe noticing your body is different on one side than the other. That's completely normal. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Avoid locking out your standing right knee. Just a micro bend in that right knee. Grounding through your right foot. Keep it going. Whoop. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just come back into it. It does help if you keep your gaze in one spot. That's it. Last one. All right, release it down. We're going to go ahead and come into a low plank. Set those weights down. Find a low plank. Forearms are down. You can put your palms together or bring your forearms down. You can also release your knees if you like. We have low plank hip dips, 10 on each side. Side to side. Keep it going. That's it. You're halfway there if you're with me. Things slow and controlled. That's 6. Two more. One more. All right, release your knees down. Bring your hips high, puppy dog. Just a little stretch here. All right, don't kill me. We're going to come into a high plank now. You can also stay from a tabletop if you prefer. We're going to do a single leg extend and lower. So if you're in that high plank, you're lifting your right leg, setting it down, keeping them straight. Lifting your left leg, set it down. Keep it going. You need 2 more on each side. Whether you're in that high plank or tabletop. 1 more. We're going to come to standing, grabbing those weights. All right, come on up. Once you get there, grab those weights. All right, let's see. What do we have here? All right, we're going to find that high lunge. So right leg steps back. Left knee is bent. Your right heel is lifted. So if you want to bend deeper into that left knee to lift that heel, it's perfectly fine. Draw your elbows into your side. From here, we're going to come to a curtsy with a bent fly. Curtsy, reverse lunge, or high lunge. Keep it going. So as you curtsy, your elbows lift up. That's it. You can always place your left foot on a block for more of a challenge. Keep it going. Curtsy with that bent fly. Draw the right leg back, elbows tucking close to your body. Give me 2 more. That's it. All right. You can set that weight down. Grab that block. Place it in front. We have Shiva squats. So that left leg is your base. We're going to bend that right knee. Draw your right knee to the outside of your left calf, your left knee, and then kick it back. Draw it in, Kick it back. That's 3. And 4. That's 5. You're halfway there. And 6. Last 7. 8. 9. All right, on the next one. Find that warrior 3. We have L step. So point the right toes. So we're not doing that full warrior 3 with the right toes flex. Point the right toes. Tap it down. And lift. You've got 2. And 3. That's 4. Squeeze the base of your right glute. And 6. Core is engaged. Your back is flat. That's 8. 9. And 10. All right, release the right leg down. Whew. Shake it out. All right, you guessed it. We're going to do the same thing with the opposite side. So set your block off to the side. Grab those weights. Right foot's forward, coming back to that high lunge. Left leg is back, deep into your front knee, elbows into your sides, palms facing in. Give me that curtsy with the left leg, coming into that bent fly. Chest stays lifted here. Your right foot stays flat on the floor. You're coming to that high lunge, reverse lunge, to a curtsy lunge as you draw that left leg back to diagonal. Elbows raise, elbows lower. Maintain that bend in your front right knee. Keep it going. Chest stays lifted. That's it. Palms are facing down as you raise and lower. Give me 2 more. You've got it. All right, hold it with that left leg back. Swap out those weights for that block. We've got our Shiva squat. Right foot is your base. Lift your left leg. Draw your left knee to the outside of your right knee. Kick it back. And kick. 8 more. That's it. Little fun fact, when I first heard this, I was in a yoga class over a decade ago, and I thought it was Shiba, like the dog, Shiva squat. Come to find out, it's Shiva squat. It's always a fun little fact, and I always giggle whenever I hear it. 2 more, stay with it. All right, hold that left leg extended. Point your left toes, so we're in that L step position, just like a warrior 3. Your back is flat. We're gonna lower the left toes and lift. You've got 9. Keep a micro bend, that standing right knee. And 6. You're already halfway there. Stay with it, you're so close. We're gonna come down to the floor in just a few more moves. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. That's it. All right, release that left leg. Whew. Shake it out. All right. Anybody else's legs feel like jello? We're gonna grab those weights again. We're gonna find our triangle. So left foot forward, right leg back. Left toes are pointed out as if your hips were forward and your right foot is pointed forward. We're gonna reach our left arm down, right arm up, so your left hand's down by your left ankle, can also be higher up. We're gonna reach the arm down and lift. Just a little stretch here, oblique work. So your right arm stays up, left arm stays down. Reaching long in opposite directions with or without those weights. Both of your legs are straight. Keep it going. That's it. Contract your quads. Try to stack your right shoulder directly over your left. Reach your left arm down, right arm up. You're gonna feel it in your obliques. Right, hold that right arm down. We're gonna come to that extended side angle. Reach your right arm down towards the inside of your left foot. Roll your arm up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Draw that arm, bend the elbow. Extend down. Reach it up, narrow row. Up towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Reach the floor. Now you can keep your gaze down toward your left toes the entire time. You can keep your gaze with the weight with your right hand if that doesn't make you dizzy. You can also maintain your gaze up towards the ceiling, rotating, bring it back up. One more on this side, and then we're going to switch sides. Bend and release. Rise up, pivot your left toes, pivot your right toes, so coming into triangle, this time on the right side. Bump your hips back, release your right hand down towards your right foot. Now you can widen your stance or lessen your stance, make it your own. Left arm up, right arm is down. We're gonna reach down and up, reach and lift. So your left toes are facing the same direction as if you were looking. Your right toes are perpendicular, so if your toes are together, your right heel would come into your left arch. Reach down and lift. Keep it going. Maybe one side's different than the other. Keep this leg straight. Left arm stacks over the right. Give me two more. Last one. All right, bend into that right knee. You can just rest your right hand onto your right thigh if you'd like. Release your left hand down to the inside of your your right foot. Draw your elbow up towards the ceiling. Bring everything back together. Release your left hand down to the inside of your right foot and lift. Same options on this side. You can keep your gaze down. If you want to challenge your balance and you don't get dizzy, you can follow that weight, follow your left hand. You can also keep your gaze up towards the ceiling as far as you can, given that rotation. Keep that bend in the front right leg. Two more. Full extend, bend, and extend. One more full set, just like this. All right, release your knees down. Set those weights off to the side. Don't set them too far. Keep them close by. We're going to come back to our tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Extend your right arm. Extend your left leg. We're going to lift your right arm and left leg. Draw your elbow to your knee to your elbow. Bird dog for 10. And 9. That's 8. You've got 7. You can tuck or relax your right toes. 6. And 5. You're halfway there. That's 4. Stay with it. 3. 2. And 1. Keep that left leg extended. Option to release your right hand down or place it behind your back, palm up. We have rainbows to the left side and to the right side. Point your left toes. Just rainbow arches up and over. Your back is flat. You can always release your right hand down if you want to challenge your balance. If you want to make sure your back is flat, bring your palm facing up to your lower back. All right, give me one more, left and right. All right, hold that left leg over to the right. Release your right hand down if it was lifted. Gaze over your right shoulder for that nice stretch. Come back to center. Release your left knee towards your right. Extend your left arm. Extend your right leg. Point your right toes. Lift your left arm, right leg. Draw your elbow to your knee to your elbow, and extend. That's 9. And 8. Exhale as you tuck. Inhale to extend. 7. You've got 6. You are already halfway there. Stay with it. 5 more. And 3. Squeeze your right glute as you extend it. 2. And 1. Hold that right leg extended. Option to keep your left arm, bind it behind your back or release it to the floor. Tap your right leg over to the right, up and over to the left, over to the right, over to the left. You can always release that left hand down to the floor at any time. Your back is flat. You can tuck your left toes or keep the top shoelace portion of your left foot on the floor. Draw it over and up. Try to get that rainbow nice and high as your hips. Give me one more on each side. All right, hold that left leg over to the left. Sorry, that right leg over to the left. Tuck your right toes. Release your right hand down to his binded. Look over your left shoulder. Feeling that stretch. All right, release your right knee towards your left. Bump your hips side to side. All right, release your left or right hip to the floor. Come down to a seated position. So let's come into some more cardio. Some more core, not cardio, the other C. We have yogi bicycles. So if you have those weights on your ankles, perfect. You can bring the weights to your hands. We're going to keep our elbows wide behind your head. Draw your knees to a reverse tabletop. Bend your knees. Draw your right elbow to your left knee. Extend your right leg. Draw everything back in. And switch. Draw it in. And switch. Go at your own pace. Keep in mind for core, you do want to go slower. Try to tap your elbow to your opposite knee as you extend the other leg nice and long. Keep it going. That's it. Keep it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin to your chest. Reach your hands towards your ankles. Hold your shoulders hovering. Tap the right heel and lift right side. Just the right side's tapping and lifting. Keep it going. Tap and lift. All right, hold the right knee bent, right knee over your right hip. Tap the left and lift. Tap it down and lift. Your lower back is pressed into the floor. Your navel is pulled into your spine. You're working those deep core muscles. Give me one more. All right, from here, we're gonna rock up to a boat. Hover the legs, hover the arms, roll back, rock up, roll back. One more time. From here, you're welcome to hold it, or if you'd like, take some extensions. Arms and legs extend, lower the back, and lift. That's 9, and 8. You've got 7, and 6. You can also just hold. 5, 4 more. That's 3. 2 more, you got it. 1 more. All right, rock your knees into your chest. Roll back. Release your feet on the floor. Feet are close in towards your hips. Grab a block. Place the block between your thighs. Ground through all 3 points of your foot. Palms by your side. Press in by your hips. We're going to lift and lower for 10. And 9. Squeeze that block. 8. And 7. This is a nice quad stretch. If you don't feel it in your quads, maybe walk your heels closer towards your hips. And 5. That's 4. Squeeze your glutes. 3, 2. All right, hold the hips high. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hips down. Release the block. From here, place the block under your hips. So lift your hips up. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Release your hands up. Point, flex. Circle out your wrist. Circle out your ankles. Legs up the wall with block under your hips. Slowly bend your knees, both or one at a time. Once you get there, release your feet to the floor, lift your hips up, set the block off to the side, draw your knees back in towards your chest. You can grab the back side of your thighs, or you can grab the outer knife edge of your feet coming into happy baby. Deep bend into your knees. Knees are tracking out to the outside of your rib cage. Maybe rocking side to side. Come back through center. Keep your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Extend your left leg long to a hover. Tuck your chin to your chest. Hover your shoulders. Point, flex, circle out your right ankle. Your left foot is actively flexed, toes up towards the ceiling. Release your shoulders, release your left leg long. With your left hand, grab the outside of your right knee. Release your right hand by your right hip. Pull your right knee across the left side of your body, gazing, looking over your right shoulder. Maybe extend that right arm long. You can also bend your elbow. Come back to center and switch. Left knee in towards your left shoulder. Extend your right leg long to a hover. Right toes are flexed. Tuck your chin to your chest. Shoulders are lifted. Point, flex, circle out your left ankle. From here, release your shoulders and your right leg towards the floor. With your right hand, grab the outside of your left knee, left hand by your left hip, and pull your left knee gently over to the right side of your body, gazing, looking over your left shoulder. Maybe extend your left arm. Maybe cactus your left arm. Come back to center. Tuck both knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll yourself 3 times along your spine. Nice spinal stretch here. 1 more. All right, rise up to standing. Nice big inhale. 1 more.